Okay.
Describe the remarkable rocket. Why do you think the story is named The Remarkable Rocket?
Okay, the remarkable rocket is a rocket. He would he was actually not a rocket. He was a fireworks. Now, how I describe him is that he's full of pride. He's only thinking about himself, and that. Why I think it's named the Remarkable Rocket is that because of this rocket's thinking of himself, only of himself, his pride. Why? Because he thinks he himself is a very remarkable rocket, though he was only like all the others. He used to tell stories about his father and his mother. He said his mother was a Catherine wheel that spun 19 times before it went off and threw 3 stars into the sky. He said his father was a rocket like him, and that his father flew so high that people became afraid that he would never come back, though he did come back, he said. So that is the thing why he calls himself a very remarkable rocket, though he was not much like his father and mother, just a normal one. So because of his thinking that he is a remarkable rocket, I think it is the reason why they named the story The Remarkable Rocket. Because the story is actually about this rocket. And that's all.
How do you like the ending of the story? How did it end?
How did it end?
Can you tell?
Well, it ended when one of the workers found he was actually crying that night about the future of the princess and the prince or the king, because the starting of the story was that a prince and a princess got married, and the princess was from Russia. She had never seen fireworks, so the prince set up a fireworks show. He was crying about the future, though he did not even know about the future. He was making up a story of the future that the the prince and the princess would have a son. Then this son would go with his nurse near the river. Then the nurse would fall asleep. Then he would go near the river, and then he will drown. Though he did not even know the true story of the future of the prince and the princess, then he could not fly away because he cried. His gunpowder was wet. Some workers said bad. When it was morning, some workers found him and they said bad rocket and threw him. He denied that the workers said bad rocket. Said they must have said grand rocket. He got stuck in mud. 2 boys found him later on. These 2 boys these 2 boys gathered sticks and lit a fire, put the rocket there. The rocket was a bit dried right now because he was in fire, but it took a long time because he was a bit wet. Then he flew. He said that the whole world, when he would blow up, would be in fire, and everyone would talk about nothing but about him for a whole year. Though when he blew up, no one saw him, not one man. So because of this, he So when he blew up, what was only left of him was the stick which he was tied to. Then the stick fell into the back of a goose, and the goose said, "It's raining sticks." He managed to say one more thing. He said, and this is what he said: "Raining sticks? What a wonderful thing." That, and then he blacked out, and that's all.